Hi, my loves. How are you? I hope you all are having a wonderful and a blessed day. And I hope that you have the best night that you can have. I love each and every one of you. I do. I love you. My sister had read me a few of the comments. Um, she won't do it today, but she did do a few more late last night because neither one of us could sleep. So I've been up all night, so if I sound a little groggy, please forgive me. It's only a lack of sleep, but it's going to be okay. I will not complain. Auntie Van Lady says that she wanted me to give an update on my health. Auntie, and to all of my children, my nieces and nephews, and to my sisters and brothers, I feel, I guess, a little bit better as far as my headache. Thank God for that. It's eased up on me, and I'm grateful. And my eyes, they are still burning, and a little bit of blurring, but that's because I haven't been focusing on stuff and like reading or trying to read stuff. So it's made it a little better. I go to get my test done on Friday. We'll get two of my tests done on Friday. And I go, I think it's Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday. I have to look again to make sure that I'm correct. Wednesday or Thursday, I go to the eye doctor, and hopefully they'll tell me if I need to upgrade my glasses or what we need to do or what the issue is. Let's just pray that they find what's going on. But other than that, I think if I get some sleep, I think that I will feel a lot better. Because right now, aside from, like I said, slight blurring, it's just a lack of sleep. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all improvement or any improvement that happens. But I'm not going to sit here and complain. I just wanted to give an update on what's going on with Aunt P for those that don't know and for those that do. Now, let me get to the first issue at hand. And it's not a bad issue at all. Guys, let me say welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I love you. I love you and I love you. To each and every one of our new family members. Guys, we are growing by the hundreds overnight. And if you knew what you have done for me, I started off with zero. We are at 2,370. I think we were at when I last looked. And guys, I never thought I would get past 66. I stayed at 66 for so long, for years. I stayed at 66, doing commentary on Maddie and other addiction, and I stayed at 66. But since I've came back, and excuse me, as I came back, I need something to drink. Excuse me. Okay. Got a little dry throat. But as I came back, I started to grow little bit by little bit. And I was grateful for the 66 of you that had been there for me from the beginning. And then we started to grow and kept growing and kept growing. But oh my goodness, how we have grown in this past month. It has amazed me. And I mean, we are getting hundreds of new family members in a day, in 2 days, in a week. And I am so grateful for each and every one of you, from number one all the way up to number 2,370, whatever number it is now of you. I am grateful. I love you. Thank you for being my support team. Thank you for loving me, for praying for me. Thank you. That comes from the bottom of my soul and the depths of my heart. And I don't take that lightly at all, because I feel blessed. I feel so blessed. Like God has just come over me and put this little shield of protection, and he don't let anything bad get to me, because I have you. You are protecting me. You are loving me. You are praying for me. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. I don't care if you came yesterday or if you were number one. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. And I hope I can be everything that God has designed me to be for you. Keep me in your prayers, and I will always do the same for you. Someone, in one of the comments my sister read, someone was, I guess they were trying to be sarcastic or a little nasty, and they were like, all of my content is about Lisa, and if it wasn't for Lisa, I wouldn't have any content. You are so wrong. You are so wrong. My channel is not about Lisa. Our channel is not about Lisa. Our channel is about addiction. And I'm passionate about that. Stopping addiction. Putting an end to it. Putting an end to the scamming. Putting an end to the manipulation. There are older people than I that are out here, get a check once a month, and they have a heart of gold. So they see someone in need and they don't know her backstory. They give and they give and they give, and they do without themselves because they're trying to give to someone like Lisa, someone like Maddie and Gerald. And it has to stop. I have a brother in addiction. I have family members in addiction. Deep addiction. Not on the Fetty or nothing like that. The H. Nothing like that. The rack. Okay? And that's enough to me that I don't want it in their life, and I definitely don't want it in mine. So I do this to try to make a difference. I know I'm talking a lot, but we need to address this. If you want to fast forward, go ahead. I'm fine. I don't mind. But if you want to hear what I have to say, please listen and pay attention very closely. I don't get paid for this. I am not monetized. I don't have AdSense on my channel. If they show ads, it's because YouTube does it. It's not me. I don't ask anybody for anything. Have I got my Cash App listed? Yes. Why? Because if someone wants to send something, they are welcome to. I will be grateful for it. I am disabled right now, so I would be grateful. But am I asking you to? No. If you get a check once a month, do you think I want you to send me your money? No. If you're rich and you're sitting back taking your yacht out every weekend and you want to send me $10, $20, I'm going to say thank you. But I'm not requiring, I'm not asking for anything but your love and your prayers, and for us to unite as a family and fight this thing called addiction. You know, my brother and his girl went to church again Sunday. So thank God that they're finally hearing me. If I can save one person If God gives me the wisdom and the strength and the mind to save one person from addiction, then I have done my job. And believe me, if Lisa disappeared today, we will move on to the next until we address the issue with everyone we can reach out to. It's not about just Lisa or Maddie or Gerald. It's a whole big world out here. Eventually, I want our channel to have panels where we can go live, and we will be going live. Just let me get my health right, so when we do go live, I can read your comments without a problem or without getting a headache, and we can chat, honestly chat. That's what I want to do. I want to do StreamYard so we can have a panel and we can talk about this thing called addiction. We can address the issues that each and every one of us share. You can share your stories. I can share mine. So many of us have lost to addiction. And we have nowhere to go, no one to talk to. At least that's what we feel like. But now we have a venue that we can come together and we can talk about our issues, talk about our losses. We can talk about our heartache, and we can pray together and stay together as a family. And hopefully, by the grace of God, we can heal together. So that's why I do what I do, people. I love you guys. Thank you again. Thank you, thank you, thank you for loving me. You don't know what you have done for me in my life. You really don't know. One day I'm going to honestly take the time. Maybe I'll do that on a panel where I can come and I can honestly let you know how very much you honestly mean to me. Because my words, it can't express it. That's how much you guys mean to me. Words can't express how I feel. I love you guys so much. I love you. Okay, P, get it together, get it together, get it together, get it together. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Who do I sound like, guys? All right, enough of that. I just got a notification. We're supposed to get rain and storms, and if you guys know, I always wanted to be a storm chaser. So I get excited when they talk about storms. I just don't like the destruction that come with them, or the, unalives that come with it, but I love a good storm. So anyway, I found this on YouTube thanks to Teresa M.F. I forgot. I will put credits afterwards. But when I saw this, I had to repost, and I had to let you hear what I heard, because it gives an update on Lisa. It talks about Lisa's foot, which I felt it wasn't. Don't let me say I knew, because I haven't seen her personally. But I felt it was dirty. Her foot was dirty. And her sister Ronnie confirmed that. And her sister Ronnie also confirmed that Lisa is not in rehab. Lisa is at her dad's house, okay? So anybody that thinks she's disappeared, I've heard that allegedly, okay? Now I said allegedly. I'm not going to say any more positively unless I hear it and see it for myself. But I heard allegedly that someone has stole her phone from the D-Boy's house. How true is that? I don't know. But I know we haven't seen her. So that's just one assumption. But she is at her dad's, and her foot is okay. Like I said, it's just dirty. Okay? She needs to bathe. That's not poking fun at her. That's just being honest. That's the facts. I'm going to let you watch this. And you know me. If I come in, I'm going to say something. I mean, we have been talking for a long time right now, but we needed to get that out, and I needed to express my gratitude to each and every one of you because I love you so much. And somebody said that they don't hear the words I love you. Well, as long as you're here with me, you're going to hear it every day, all day. People be asking me, do you have to tell me you love me? My brother, he said, do you have to tell me you love me every time you talk to me? Yes, I do. And all through the conversation, I'm going to tell you because I mean it. And that's the same way with you all. I love you. I love you. And in my ghost voice, I adore you. Let's watch.
She's been fine. Nobody's been violated in the box all day. I don't get violations on my page. Ever. So that was very odd. Who is it? Okay, hold on. Somebody. So that's why it's like, Ronnie, did you report her? Because as soon as you came in, I got that big violation on my page. I realized how many people now don't like her. It ain't this move. Ronnie, I don't know. I mean, how do they not like her? That's why I've asked you to get a box, because I don't know what she's done to you to make you feel like you don't like her. Can you just get in the box really quickly and just answer the question? Because I'm not understanding. You've done nothing to her? Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay. I don't know how to turn the chat off. Can somebody turn the chat off?
If you're wondering who she's talking to Ronnie, Lisa's sister, the same one that I had told you the other day that Lisa was talking to, that was there when the cops came, Lisa's sister Ronnie. This is the sister. Jess is her other sister. Jess is the one that has made the videos and all of that. This is a different sister. This is the baby girl, and her name is Ronnie, for those of you who aren't familiar with her. And also, Ronnie is addressing Nicole. For those of you who don't know, Nicole is the one that busted Lisa out on the live and called her out and told her, stop lying, da-da-da. That's Nicole. And Ronnie and Nicole are both on this live. And Ronnie is the one that's coming up in the box to talk. Just wanted to inform you of that. I love you guys.
So Ronnie can talk, please.
First off, my sister brought my personal life to this app. I did not. So I do not feel that I need to air my personal business with Nicole, especially because the person that I don't like her over is no longer here to defend himself in this situation. There is no reason that my cousin needs to be brought up on this app. There's no reason she needs to be speaking his name on this app.
Can somebody turn my comments off, please?
Turn them off. If she didn't have a problem, she wants to be on here like she don't have a problem with me. But if she didn't have a problem with me, I wouldn't be blocked on every social media for years, yet she wants to continue to run her mouth to our mutual friends about me. This is not something that just transpired because she called my sister out. I commend her for calling my sister out. If I would have pulled up to my parents' house and my sister was outside acting the way that she did, I'd have called her out too. I have no problem that she called my sister out. When she then jumped on live, like, yeah, that was me, and I'm doing this, and then she's following my sister around and taking videos of her, stalking her, that's weirdo behavior. It's weirdo behavior. Does something need to be done about my sister? Yeah, that's why we've been trying to do something about my sister for years. You guys have been dealing with this for, what, a year or two on this app? We've been dealing with this for 20 years. Nikki has not talked to anybody in my immediate family since before my cousin passed away, which will be 13 years this year. So what does she think she even knows about my family? Nothing. So what is she on here even talking about? Nothing. Except she wants the clout. She wants the gifts. She wants the attention. She hopped on her burner to out herself that it was her who called out my sister. And if you looked at all the videos previous to her getting on there, it was all about growing her account. So, because her other one got live banned. And then automatically we jump on the Lisa train. Come on now. And I'm not the only one who's seen it. I'm just the one who called her out first. And I'm the one who got ripped apart for it. And now everybody else is coming around to the fact that, wow, maybe Ronnie knows what she was talking about. Because she got a lot more money in that live than $50 that she donated to Shadow. We can only see what she made in her live. When her live got discontinued and she hopped into somebody else's live, she continued to get gifts. Where's that money? But she ain't making money off my sister, right? I'm over it.
I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying, I
will have a private conversation with Nicole about why I do not like her, but seeing as my cousin's not here to defend himself, I will not do it publicly.
That's respectable. That is very respectable.
And my video that I made about Nicole had nothing to do with calling her out about calling out my sister. I didn't have a problem with that. I'm sorry if somebody was screaming in my neighborhood like that, I probably would have said something to them too. I don't have a problem with her calling out my sister. I think more people need to call out my sister. I wish everybody would call out my sister. I wish my sister would just go get some help and all of this could just be over with. But we don't always get what we want.
Correct. And that's how I got involved, because I gave your sister some money on another app, and people were telling me to come to this app to see who she was and what she was about. I didn't know. I gave your sister money because she was on Instagram crying about the dog's nails cut. And as a dog, I was like, okay. Because I thought when I gave her the money, that meant that she was going to take it, get the dog's nails clipped, and get offline. Does that make sense?
It does make sense, and honestly, I wish that's the way things would go. But if my sister is speaking, she's lying. And I do not condone anything that my sister does. I do not support anything that my sister does. And I've actually went no contact with my sister. She knows that she can call me if she wants to go to rehab. But other than that, I have zero hope for her.
Right, and I'm happy I met you. I've never met you, but me and Edie, we've spoken with Jess numerous times. We had one night where Jess showed us all the beautiful things she made for her wedding. And I was like, girl, I didn't know you were talented.
Because she's very talented.
Yeah, we were trying to change the subject because we don't just focus on your sister. We try to have fun on this app. You know what I mean? We work all day. We want to do other stuff. We want to laugh. We want to giggle. We want to battle. We want to read books. We want to do something else besides always talk. But and Edie will say she's not talking about it. The very moment she says she doesn't talk about it, you know what people do? They bum rush her chat about your sister. And it's like, oh my God, can we change the subject? Why does everyone want to focus on this right now?
And I've said, I don't know how many times, leave the family alone. They're not the ones that, she's 39 years old. She has an addiction. Just because their sister has an addiction doesn't mean they don't have a personal life and have downtime and everything else. Just like Ronnie, this is Fight for Life. I don't know if you met her, but this is Gina, Kimberly Reyes' sister.
Hi, Ronnie. I'm sorry that we're in this situation. How are you?
I'm beyond over it, honestly. But
I am too. I don't blame you.
I don't even get to have fun on this app anymore because I'm constantly being told how much of a terrible person that I am. You should see some of the messages that I get. People have wished things upon my child because of who my sister is.
And that's unacceptable. And just like when Jess came in there, she was in there. We were in there for 4 hours. I didn't know that Jess she can't go on Craigslist or whatever. We were rolling when she was telling that story. We were laughing. And
I can't do anything. I've got people. My last name is not anywhere attached to my book of faces. Okay, and people have found that and have started messaging me on there.
And it's not fair. Jess was telling us about how they called her work asking if they send her money, will she give it to your sister? I don't understand why all these people are holding y'all accountable for someone who's 39 years old that doesn't take accountability for herself.
Especially with the laws in Pennsylvania. If it was as easy for us as to take 2 family members and sign a piece of paper and get her committed, me and Jesse would have did that 2 years ago. This problem would be over with and we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Exactly. And our
hands are tied because we live in a commonwealth and people don't understand that. A commonwealth has different laws and they're not helpful.
Exactly. And, I don't know if I don't know if you remember, but I saw you and Jess in a live and y'all made me start crying. And it reminded me of my sister who passed away in 2012. And I was like, if I'm going to do anything about this, I'm dedicating this to the sisters because I see how they treat y'all and stuff. And I'm totally against that. If I ever...
Guys, let me make a quick statement. I don't know whether you agree, disagree, dislike any of their sisters. Okay, I'm talking about Lisa, Kim, Lori, Victoria. I don't care. I'm talking about all of them. Their family, whether you dislike them or not, they are humans. And if they are doing things wrongly, they will answer for this. But believe me, all of us that have people in our families, like our brothers and sisters that are on anything, that are in addiction. Believe me, there are some out here that just don't care, but there are those out there like me that love their siblings and that wants the best for them and the best for anybody else. So don't be as quick to point the finger. Please give them a little bit of compassion because honestly, it affects us dearly. And if you've ever had a family member close to you in addiction, you know what I'm saying. It really hits when it's your own. So please show a little compassion when it comes to the family. We might not like the choices they make. We might not like the things they say, but we're not in their homes. We don't know what's really going on. As Lisa say, behind the scenes. We don't know what's really going on. All we know is what's presented to us on TikTok or YouTube. We don't know how many nights they've cried. We don't know how many times they've tried. We don't know how many times they've begged. We just know what we see on the outside. So please do me a favor. The next time that you feel like, okay, I don't like the way she sounds, or I don't like that I've taken my brother to rehab many a times. I've taken my ex-husband to rehab many a times. It worked for a little while, but it didn't work for long because they did it for me, not for them. They weren't ready. So they relapsed. But I tried and I tried and I tried again. And if you didn't know my story, you could say, oh, she don't care about him. She doesn't even have him admit it. I've done it over and over and over until I can't do it anymore. It's time for him to be the adult and stand up and do it for himself. I had to cut him off completely. And look at God working now. Now, God is the one working behind the scenes. I didn't ask my brother to go to church. They called me after church. And then they called me and told me, well, I called them and they told me we went Sunday, yesterday. Look at God. So please show them a little compassion. I love you guys. I truly do. Thank you for being who you are to me. I just can't say it enough. All right, let's go. Pretty long video.
And in anywhere that anybody says anything disrespectful to y'all or to Gina and everybody else, man, I'm gonna lose. That's when I would lose my temper, because you guys need to have personal downtime. If you want to have some personal downtime, you're more than welcome to come on my live. If you want to have some laughs, if you want to battle, if you want to tell us, what you like to do or whatever, because I can guarantee you they're not going to come in here and act a fool with you. They're not going to do it. I'm not going to allow it. I don't allow it when Jess is in there, and I don't allow it when Gina's in there.
Lately, I've been thinking that I should just completely deactivate this profile, make a new one, and just start over.
I mean, but do what's best for you. But like I said, I didn't understand the drama. I try to be nice, neutral to everyone. But I will, if you say something to me out of the way, I will say something back. But for the most part, Eddie's my best friend. Chris is my best friend on this app. So these are people that know me off of the app.
Right.
And sometimes it's like, it gets overwhelming. You know what I mean? Like, earlier, somebody told me that I need to go eat some watermelon and go cook potty.
That's wild.
Exactly.
Like, the things people feel comfortable saying on the internet, they would never even think about saying to your face.
Exactly.
It's wild.
Exactly.
See, me, I'm the type of person that I'm going to say it. I'd rather say it to you, but if you won't let me, I'll say it to you any way I can. So anything I say on this app, I will say to the person to their face. I don't care.
I'm the same way, and that's where I have respect for other people that are the exact same way. I mean, not exactly like me, but I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to candy coat it. If people don't like me, they don't like me. That's fine.
And the thing that made me mad, sorry to interrupt you, but 2 days ago, I was blown up that Nicole was holding alive and she was talking about me. So I jumped in there and I commented because I wanted to defend myself. And she thought she was cute. Oh, hi, Ronnie, bye. And then immediately blocked me. How are you going to hold alive? Now, I'm not saying the whole live was about me. But how are you going to be talking about me? I enter the live to defend myself and you block me, so I can't, silence me.
They do that to me and Eddie all the time. Let me tell you something. There are people today who have held lives about us and said some of the most egregious things you could ever think of, right? Can't go in there because guess what? They blocked us. So
I stopped in this live hoping to get to talk to her. I would not have reported her because I wanted her in here.
Yeah, no.
Somebody reported her. I don't know. I was about to tell Edie, I got this big thing on my screen that says this person has been removed due to violence, something, and then the big box.
I wanted her in here. It was not me.
That's what
I don't know you, so I stopped because I seen her. I'm not gonna lie.
It's okay, but I don't go. This is like my 5th or 6th time probably going live. The first 3 times didn't count because I was just going live so I can get my boxes. And then the other 2 times I was playing with Edie. And then now I just went live today because Nicole's thing kept going down and then we got removed. But for the most part, like I said, I don't know. I know it's frustrating for y'all. Me and Edie are not addicts. We've never been addicts. We've been learning from other people who are addicts. And it seems like it's very stressful for the family. So
Yeah, I've been doing this back and forth with Lisa for 20 years now.
Yeah, it breaks my heart, and I'm going to be honest with you. Jess, to listen to Jess and stuff, I mean, we've had more contact with Jess, and I absolutely adore her. I haven't had, I think I saw you in the box one time. Never really had contact with you and stuff. But like B was saying, and I've said it too, y'all leave Jess alone. Do y'all know that she's an amazing artist? Do y'all even know that I've even said this about Gina. Does anybody know that Gina's a chef? Do y'all know what Gina, blah, blah, blah? Do y'all know any of this about the people? I mean, it just because a family member is going through addiction, they shouldn't have to suffer in their personal life and be hounded and everything else because of it. And I don't agree.
I have to take a step back because I'm a single mom to an almost 1-year-old. Okay? I don't have time for her TikTok drama, honestly.
I understand. Do you
my baby's gonna be 1 in like 2 weeks.
Anything what's your talent or what are your talents? Because your sister was telling me about movies on Netflix. I started one, she said The Deliverance, but I couldn't really get into it because I really don't like horror movies like that. But she has a book club, you know what I mean? So
I like to read.
Oh, well then,
that's my thing.
Girl, we
like to read. And honestly, right now, I'm struggling with the, I don't have an identity right now. Like, I'm just a mom.
But that's the most amazing thing about you, is that you are a mom.
Like, I'm not an actual person outside of being a mom. I have my child 24/7.
And I feel you, girl. I had to go through that when my son was a little younger. My son is autistic. He's 10 years old. He's actually at the Special Olympics today. So when I had him, I'm an older mom. I had him at 31. So initially, that became my identity. But as he got older, I started branching out. I ended up with tutoring, stuff like that, and then I'll be going to law school. So it's kind of like you grow with your child. If that makes
I'm an older mom too. I had her at 33, almost 34.
Okay.
She'll be 1 in October, and I'll be 35 in December.
Yeah, so it's okay. And it's okay. If you don't like somebody, it's all right. But I wanted to ask you really quickly, do you feel like this app has given you more attention than any other app involving this whole situation?
This app, This app is where it all stems from. Yes.
Okay.
I agree on that one as well. It is where it all stemmed from.
And the messages that I get on a daily basis are wild, especially if it's a day where, like, she's gone live that day.
Did she block you, or are you able to say something to her? Like, girl,
my sister?
Yeah.
Oh, she blocks me. I have multiple burner accounts just to, at one point, like, me and Jess have multiple burner accounts, and she blocks us to the extent that, like, in the mornings we would just wake up to check and see if she was live, just to see if she was still alive.
Do you know how hard that
know if our sister was alive that day?
Do you know how hard it is to have to live like that, to be able to wonder if your sister's, like, to just open TikTok to see if she's alive? Because I go through the same exact thing with my sister.
The fact that when you wake up in the morning, one of your first thoughts does, I wonder if my sister survived the night, is crazy and very emotional thing to go through, and I've been doing it for 20 years. I'm a bit exhausted.
Ronnie, I just added our other best friend, Christy. She's a brother. So when I said Edie and Christy, that's who I meant.
Okay.
Hey, Ronnie.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I have publicly apologized to Jess. So I didn't even know all this was going on. I don't know what's been talked about. But I've seen you jump in a few boxes that I personally am not welcome in. So I apologized 2 weeks ago in the middle of the madness. I called your sister a wreckhead and said that the dog was a cash cow. Now, I said it. I was totally pissed off at her. As a recovering addict, I just wanted to strangle her. But I think that's the way a lot of people feel, you know? So,
I mean, I acknowledge your apology, but I'm waiting to hear what you said that wasn't the truth. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
know.
Like, you may have said it out of anger, but it wasn't anything that wasn't truthful.
Right, but Christy
Thank you.
said,
Oh my God. Hold on, B. Oh my God, y'all.
what?
If ain't nobody got this on recording, the only two people I need to apologize for, I can't apologize to Lisa because she is not sober. But I can apologize to her family, the only family that I can reach out to you. And guess what? They both have agreed with me. Now this went on as a big madness, okay? Like a bit. I was wrong. Because I'm a recovering addict. I was wrong for calling her that, this, that, and the other. And
So just because you're a recovering addict, you can't speak the truth? I thought that's what they preach.
The hell, I don't know.
But this is
But nobody spoke up.
But this is
I said it.
Christy said it, but guess who they attacked for saying it? Me.
Probably the wrong person. Like always.
They attacked me, and I wasn't even the one who said it. And I was trying to tell them, if you got a problem with what she said, at her.
Right.
They do that. They came after me, and I'm like, Christy comment is right there.
Well, that's like Lisa. When she says something, people come at me for it. And like people pick and choose what they want to believe that Lisa says, right? Nobody believes anything that Lisa says, but everybody believes it when they say that me and the rest of our family's in on the scam with her. We can believe Lisa when she says that, but we don't believe anything else Lisa says, right?
Oh,
Why
yeah.
do they do that to us? Like,
It's
why do
weird.
they do that to us? Because my sister does the same exact thing.
Weird.
I'm in on this scam. It's my fault too. Like, why are we being blamed for their actions?
And I see this a lot. People will say, like they'll come into the live or whatever, and they'll say, you know, blah 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 blah. I'm like, well, that's not true, and they're like, it is because Lisa. Well, they'll say, well, Lisa, that's what Lisa said. I said, are you listening to what you're saying? That's
Right.
what Lisa said.
Right.
That's
That's
really
my
what I'm
point.
thinking.
I don't understand it.
Call her something that she hasn't said about herself. And I understand, and that might have been wrong or whatever. But everybody wanted me to apologize for what I said. And me just being me. And I don't know, you've probably seen me everywhere and anywhere. But me just being me, I'm going to say it so we can move the fuck on from it. Next subject.
Like I said, I appreciate it. I didn't hear nothing that you said that wasn't the truth. Everything in her life is a cash grab. So, me being pregnant was also a cash grab for her at one point because she was telling everybody she needed money for me to take her to the clinic, and I never once got money from her.
Wow.
She put gas in my dad's truck, but I took her to the clinic twice in my dad's truck. I used my own personal car those 2 months that I was taking her to and from the clinic, and my baby's dad paid for the gas because I wasn't working. He was. I was, staying at home. I had a horrible pregnancy.
So,
What are your
am I wrong, though, Ronnie? Am I wrong for not thinking that everybody and their mama needs an apology, that her family members deserve it before anybody?
Yeah, we've been relentlessly attacked on this app, and
I know that. I've talked to Jess a
I
million
struggle
times. She
every day
agreed
with the
me.
fact that I probably should have just kept my mouth shut. And
What do you feel when you see her say, I got a Greyhound ticket. I'm going tonight at this time, or I'm going tomorrow at this time. Do you feel that it's true, or do you think it's just a cash grab over and over again?
no,
She's going to rehab, and she's supposed to be there right now.
I could tell you confidently she's not.
Yeah.
I've spoken to my father today. But every time I will not believe that my sister is going to rehab until I physically, or like my dad or Jess or somebody like in my immediate family sees her get on that Greyhound or drops her off in front of the facility. So honestly, every time I even catch one of Lisa's live, even if it's a replay and she's on there about whatever she needs money for, my immediate reaction is an eye roll because I know she lied.
Is it okay for her to be on TikTok at your dad's house, or you don't know?
Oh, absolutely not. That's why every time she's live, I call my dad, and you've heard him come outside and start screaming. That's my doing. I call my dad immediately every single time.
I know, and I've said it. I think Jen said it. I think almost every recovering addict have said it. You know, if TikTok was around when I was in my addiction, I wouldn't. I spent $100,000 in a year, and God knows how hard my husband worked to fucking make that money, and I spent it all. Right. With no fucks given, with kids in my house. So if TikTok was around at the time I was in my addiction, I would have been way worse. You know, it was more Facebook and Instagram Live, and, you know, that was all new, but I pray for her, and I've told her that in her chat. And I've gotten attacked for that. Like, smooth attack, because I said I'm praying for you. You know. But I have no questions at all. I wanted to apologize.
I appreciate it.
Because of you being you, and I don't know, but I can physically see people that are coming after y'all when they should be redirecting themselves to Lisa or the 9,000 other scammers on TikTok, you know. And it sucks that she's the most entertaining one.
Yeah,
and
I'm sorry, I didn't cry because of what you're saying. I'm reading the chat. I'm sorry. That's all.
Do you want me to find
I didn't even know the chat came on, honey.
I just need a certain comment, and I'm not going to go on a tangent on your live because, like I said, this is the first time I'm meeting any of y'all. I don't know y'all. I don't know anything about your platform. I don't know nothing because I don't usually insert myself in there.
Do you want me to turn them back off? Because I
don't care. It's your live, sweetheart. I don't care.
I'm sorry. What you say, Ronnie?
The fact that she can keep running her mouth on TikTok but won't privately, get a hold of me speaks volumes. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, okay. I do want to say this. I know Lisa has an addiction and stuff, but my concern about Lisa is I'm scared that, and I know nobody can force her to go to the doctor and all that. I know all that. But I'm scared because I saw her feet or whatever. And I'm scared that bacteria, that's how my sister passed away. And I guess
I can clear that up. I seen her the day that she was served with the PFA.
Okay.
Her feet are fine. She's literally just, she walks around outside without shoes on. Okay.
Good.
So, when I see her,
walk around outside with no shoes on. How much dirt is over there?
I don't think it's about the fact of cleaning afterwards. Okay. And I don't want to be rude. That's my sister, so I would like to not go more into that. But I did see. I was there when they served her the other day with that PFA, and it did not look like that in person. I did see the video, and I made sure to look because I was going to my parents' house because people were concerned, and that's not what they looked like when I was there. I can say that.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you cleared that up.
Yes, I also remember my sister had said that I had made a wrong statement about that it wasn't her sister that was there with her, that it was her daddy. Well, we're clearing that right now. I was right, and this is not about who's right or who's wrong. I just like to make sure when I put out facts that I put them out correctly. And if I don't, please let me know. But I had said that it looked like Lisa's foot was dirty, and Ronnie just confirmed that. And I also said that Ronnie was the one that was there when Lisa was served. and she just confirmed that. So that clears up something else that I had stated. Thank God I got that right. Right?
Because that was the one thing. And my friend ended up because that was that thing.
Sorry, guys. Oh my goodness. Guys, I am so sorry. My phone does what it wants to do. And something about the weather had popped up. I don't know where it came from, but excuse me. And here I'm trying to catch it at the direct moment that we left off. I might have to go back just a little bit. But remember, we were talking about her feet. Let's continue. Thank you guys for being so patient with me. Remember, I'm still learning. Thank you.
And I'm scared that bacteria, that's how my sister passed away. And I guess that's
I can clear that up. I seen her the day that she was served with the PFA.
okay.
Her feet are fine. She's literally just, she walks around outside without shoes on.
Okay, good.
So, like, when I see
I
her,
walk around
like,
outside with no shoes on. How much dirt is over there?
I don't think it's about the fact of cleaning afterwards. Okay. And I don't want to be rude. That's my sister, so I would like to not go more into that. But I was there when they served her the other day with that PFA, and it did not look like that in person. I did see the video, and I made sure to look because I was going to my parents' house because people were concerned, and that's not what they looked like when I was there. I can say that.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you cleared that up because that was the one thing. And my friend ended up because that was that thing. And she passed away or whatever. And so I guess that maybe it triggered me or something. But when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, that was what I was concerned about.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about your sister, but I did see everybody was very concerned about that. So when I stopped at my parents' house that day, I did make it a point to check it out myself. But like I said, lately I've been trying not to insert myself. That's why you guys don't see me on TikTok. You don't see me in boxes, and you don't see me doing this. But then when Nikki showed up, first trying to act like she was just a concerned neighbor for her neighborhood and never once came out and said she even knew who we were in real life until Jess hopped in that box and disclosed that we've known her for as long as we've known her. That's also something that I thought was weird. Like, if you want to now claim that you were engaged to my cousin online, why didn't you lead with that?
Well, I really hope that you and Nicole talk about this off the app.
I'm blocked, so she has to come to me.
Okay. Nicole.
She can hear you. I can't see the chat. It was removed again. But with that being said, Ronnie, is there anything else you want to say? Is there anything you want to tell us about yourself that you would have loved to tell people had this foolishness not been going on?
No, to be quite honest with you, I don't feel comfortable sharing anything about myself on this app because of my sister.
Okay. Because I was so happy Jess went and got, when she went and got her stuff, because she was like trying to explain to us how she made it. She went and got everything. We were like, oh my God, girl, what?
Well, see, me and Jess are received a little bit differently on this app. Jess knows how to compose herself a little bit more than I do. I don't have a filter, like, at all.
Are you the baby girl?
So, yeah, I am.
That's why when you said she don't know how to compose herself on it.
I'm very much react, and then, oh no, maybe I shouldn't have done that after I've calmed down.
That's me.
So I'm
like, should I say this? It is like, no, don't do it. Don't.
I try not to come on here because of that. And so the times that I do come on here, I'm received as very abrasive and very blunt. And a lot of people don't like that. So, like, Jess is able to come on here and show parts of her life and not get ripped apart about it. But, like, I'm a different story.
Well, they do me the same way.
They do me the same way too. I'm a bitch. I'm this. I'm that. I don't care what people say and stuff.
I think I'm better than everybody else. I mean, I've heard it all.
I want to say that I'm sorry that my friend is a gingerbread person right now, and that you had to have serious conversations.
That was my favorite part. I'm not gonna lie. That's my favorite part.
And to have serious conversations.
That was my favorite part. I'm not gonna lie. That's my favorite.
I mean, for life, you're echoing. I'm sorry, boo.
I'm gonna drop, ladies. Thank you, Ronnie. I love you, Gina. I'm praying for you. But I'll be, when you turn the chat on, I'll be in the chat. But my knee hurts horrible with that.
I mean, I won't take up any more of your guys' time. Like I said, I don't know anything about y'all. It was nice to meet y'all. I don't know about your platforms. I hopped in here because I did see her in here, and it was the first live that she was in.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it gave you some insight on what's going on with Lisa. As of now, she's at her father's. We don't know what happened to her phone yet. We just assume that someone stole it, and we know she's not at rehab. And we also know that her foot, that she just needs to practice better hygiene. I love you all. I hope you all have a blessed night. I do. It's a little bit more to this. It's about at the very end. I'm going to go ahead and end it now. If you want to watch it in full, the credits will be at the bottom, at the info section, Still Learning, and you can go there and you can also watch it uninterrupted. But thank you for choosing me and our family to come and spend your time with. We are eternally grateful. And if you haven't become a member of our family, hit that subscribe button and you will be a sweet pea or a pea in the pod. Over here, we practice love and we pray for each other. So if that sounds like something you would be interested in, and believe me, like I said, there's much more to come than just the Lisa saga. Okay, we're just working on it twerk by twerk, piece by piece. So until next time, have a blessed night. I love you. I adore you in my ghost voice. And if you want to know who Ghost is, he's a friend of mine. He has his own channel. It's called Ghost. He's awesome. So, he's a little vulgar sometimes, but that's my Ghost. I'm the quiet one. He's the outspoken loud one. And go check out August West, guys. Please go check him out. He's going to direct you on who Maddie is, and a wonderful person. So go check him out. Tell him Aunt P sent you. Aunt P, Aunt P, mama, niece, sister. Tell him I sent you. I love you guys. Have a blessed night.
And I thought maybe I could be like, hey, can we take this off the app and have an adult conversation? But obviously, I might be the only adult in the situation. So that's fine.
Well,
the only thing I know about y'all is y'all are doing lives with her. That's the only thing I know about y'all.
Okay, so Edie does awareness. She did the money app. She did awareness with that. She does a book club. She battles. I don't really post anything, but someone used to be a friend on this app, not a friend anymore. So I posted just to let them know, hey, don't say anything else because I'll air your ass out. But hey, that's me. And when I see something, I like to discuss it. And I always premise it by saying, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. And I try to like people just because until they do something to me or to someone that I love, I try to give them the benefit of the doubt, if that makes sense.
Oh, I'm the same way.
Well, and I think too, to have a discussion and stuff, like we had discussion, you know, we're not screaming and yelling and everything else to each other, because that's just not the way we roll. So,
yeah, like I said, I'm cool with the discussion, and I wasn't even going to come in the box until, you know, your chat was saying that I wouldn't because I was scared, because of the fact that you were just asking me what my beef like with her was, and I just don't feel comfortable bringing that to the app when the other person can't defend themselves.
Right. That's understandable, because I was just like, what the hell is going on? Because I'm serious. As soon as, like I said, I don't go live often, but as soon as you came in, she got this big violation that came up on my screen, and then it dropped her, and I was like, what the hell is that?
I promise you it wasn't me, because I wanted her in here. That's the only reason I came in here.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to drop in a couple minutes, but I just want to say one thing really quickly. Obviously, I'm Kim's sister, and I am beyond sorry for everything that my sister has done to help Lisa and to drag her down as far as she did. And I know it's not my fault, and I know that it's not anything, you know, Lisa's her own person and Kim's their own person, and that it's they're grown adults, but I do feel really bad about all the things that Kim has done, because I know what Kim's doing, and it hurts me to see, like, Lisa, knowing where Kim is and then seeing Lisa lose anything and everything that she has, and now she's calling out for people that she thought were her friends that aren't there, who just naturally decided, oh, well, my money train's gone. And I just can't say I'm sorry enough for everything that you guys have to deal with. And for you and Jess, being a sibling to an addict, you're right, is probably one of the hardest things that you can do. Waking up every day wondering if you're going to get the phone call that they're not there, or, like you said, checking to see if they went live, or having somebody come and knock on your door, because that does happen. The cops do come and knock on your door to tell you something. But I really just wanted to apologize for all my sister's actions, and I hope that if anything comes out of this, that we could build a lot better friendships and more awareness about addiction and how to help people rather than drag them down even farther than they already are, especially when they're at their lowest.
I appreciate your apology, but the apology doesn't need to come from you. And I say this with the most respect that I can, but I would love to have a conversation with your sister.
I have a restraining order against her, and I completely can understand why you would love to have a conversation with her.
Yeah.
I do not blame you at all. I think everybody wants an explanation from her, and unfortunately, she's going to be a coward.
Her fault. I'm not saying it because if my sister wasn't online doing what she was doing, none of us would be having this conversation right now.
Yeah, I know.